Hey, welcome to SportsVision, the magazine. Right here on WTMB, Joe Palo, along with Mike Reagan, and guess who's back? They're back.
They're back.
Fajita.
Hey, overwhelming response out there, and we appreciate that.
And you brought a couple we're going to read here on air.
They were just flooding in.
Just a couple, a few flooded in. Approximately how many? I mean, you brought two to read, but approximately.
I brought all two.
You brought all two?
Well,
really?
The two that I picked out. We had many of these things.
And we want to thank both our viewers for sending those in.
And I tell you what, they are going to get a T-shirt, and I'm going to read you off who you are. I may not give you away totally if you don't want it, but I'm going to give you a T-shirt and a $10 gift certificate at Subway.
Petco.
It's Subway. Now we're going to get you some food, so here you go. This is going to be great. This one right here, particular email we've got, and this is the only reason these dogs are back because I said it rhymes with Hogan, but we're not going to tell you who the lawyer was. But they sent these, and this was part of the overwhelming.
And look at how excited they are to be back. Fajita can't shake fast enough.
I fully support you in bringing back the dogs. They are as much a part of the show as you are. Why would someone do that? They must have too much time on their hands. I am a senior at Cleveland High School. We talk about your show at school. Thank you very much. I watch your show every Thursday night. You all have the best footage of the games, and I agree. And so I support you. Bring back Fajita and Bear. Your fan, Emily. Emily, you're our #1 fan now, baby, and you're going to get a $10 gift certificate and a SportsVision T-shirt. Thank you for your support. You're one of the reasons we're back in the arm. And Casey Rocket Boy, I support the show 110%. I've never seen these dogs abused or injured, and I fully support Casey Rocket Boy.
Well, there.
Subway.
So those of you that complained, in your face.
And next time we ask for some response to something to make it interesting, get on the email and get on the phone, okay? Here we go. We got to rock and roll. We had several things going on, several interviews, several signees, a great performance at the Nationals, and a Cleveland Bradley softball game, a school board recognition, and a music video. We got to get it all on. We got to go. First thing on the show. Bradley wrestler Blake Tinsley, ladies and gentlemen, went to the Senior Nationals up in Cleveland, Ohio, along with 2 or 3 other Bradley wrestlers. Coach Logston was there. We got a little tape on him on the medal stand and an interview with All-American Blake Tinsley.
In 3rd place from Tennessee, All-American Blake Tinsley. The runner-up from New Mexico, All-American Kip Lewis. And the 2004 103-pound National High School Coaches Association Senior Wrestling Champion from California, Matt Bautista.
I'm standing here with a wrestling All-American. How about that title, Blake? Blake Tinsley, congratulations. Just fresh back from the Senior Nationals up in Cleveland, Ohio. Several state Tennessee wrestlers went, including some of the Bradley representatives, also some from the Chattanooga area, and Tennessee did quite well. This young man came back with 3rd place in the country at 103 pounds, and I believe that's the highest finish of any Bradley wrestler ever in the history of the Nationals. So, Blake Tinsley, All-American, what's it feel like?
It feels good. I had to cut a lot of weight to get down there, and once I got down there and got to eat again, it felt pretty good. So,
what was it like? You went down a weight class. You wrestled 112 in the state, did very well in Tennessee, finishing 3rd, and you cut down to 103 pounds because you qualified at that during the season. The competition, though, it's got to be unbelievable.
well, it was, in a way, the competition was tougher, and in a way, it was easier. The guys were a lot more technical. You know, they were obviously, they knew their, moves a lot more crisp than the regular, person I'm used to wrestling, but they were also, they weren't as strong as the people I'm used to wrestling, so it was a good experience for me.
How do you feel about it? I mean, All-American, what's that like? You got a little certificate now that shows that?
Yeah, they gave me certificates afterwards, so
that's
pretty good.
A tremendous accomplishment. Blake Tinsley, Bradley Central High School, graduating senior, went to the Nationals and made a big splash there, finishing 3rd in the country, ladies and gentlemen. Quite an accomplishment, Blake. Congratulations to you. We got a few of your highlights that we showed to people. So,
And congratulations to Blake Tinsley.
great job. I think I
good
said in the
wrestler.
interview that it was the highest ever. It's tied with the highest ever. Matt Keller finished 3rd in the Nationals also, and then Rusty Blackman 5th, and We've had, I believe, 4 at Bradley. So quite a performance. Josh West was the 8th in the All-American, made All-American also. So great job. Hey, Bradley's just loaded with basketball talent the last couple of years, as you know, and we have 3 of those talented people signing. 3 of the probably the best basketball players ever to come through. All seniors now at Bradley High School. They signed, and Kellen Pickle, Corey Pugh, Justin Hare. 2 of them are going to the same place.
Hey, before they leave to go, let's you and I play the 3 of them on 3 on 2.
2 on 3.
Yeah.
3 on 2, whatever. We'll kick your, you know
Are you
what.
kidding?
Here we go. Let's take a look.
We're
Great.
laying
Hey,
it. We're
these
stuffing
guys were great kids and performed in the classroom as well, and they deserve what they got going here. Let's take a look at the 3 right here. All right, both of you just signed with Lee University. You played high school ball together. You both went through, at the time, Bradley Junior High School together playing ball. You're going to go on to the next level here and play some college ball. Tell me a little bit about your feelings of just kind of sticking together and what that means for you.
It really excites me. Being over here close to home with a lot of people that support us here are going to be able to support us over there. And we've been together ever since 5th grade and staying together through high school, and now having the opportunity to be together in college really excites me, and I know him too. So
yeah. You kind of know what each other's thinking out there when you're playing the game?
Yeah, you don't really have to worry about anything. You know, I know where he's going to be, he knows where I'm going to be. It's a fun thing. It's fun playing together.
What also Coach Smith, I know he's meant a lot to both of you and been a good mentor and probably father figure and all that. Tell us a little bit about Coach Smith, how he's helped you develop and what it means to go on and play in this next level.
Coach Smith, he's a great guy. He's helped us out in so many ways, on and off the court. It's going to be sad leaving him this next season, but we know he's going to be there for us, watching our games, yelling in the stands, and we're just going to miss him all around because he's a father figure to the team, and me, Kellen, and Justin, like whenever we had a team meeting, he'd always pull us in, told us about team leadership and what we need to do to help the team, and that's what we're going to miss most about him was his leadership that he showed us.
Did you consider playing with Alfonso?
I thought about it, but then like I have more team chemistry with Kellen and Justin, so I'd rather play with them than play with my older brother.
How about you? Now you get to play both sports, correct? You get to play baseball, and so how do you? I'm sure that's one of the key reasons.
Yeah, that's one of the real key reasons that I chose Lee, and I actually narrowed down to Faulkner and Lee, and both of them had told me I could play both. So that's why that was a huge thing for me, because I really don't want to give either one of them up, especially baseball. I love baseball, so when they told me that I had a chance to play both, that really excited me. So.
Well, I tell you what, Bradley's losing 2 incredible athletes, and we appreciate y'all performances the last several years. It's been fun watching you, fun taping you, and wish you all the best of luck. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Corey. Good luck, Kellen.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Here we have another signee off the fantastic Bradley Bear 2004 basketball team. Made it to the state Final Four 2 times in a row. This is Justin Hare. Justin, you recently signed with Belmont College. And tell us a little bit about what went into your decision to do that, and how you're going to feel moving on up to the level here.
Well, I first went to Belmont on an unofficial visit early last spring, so I kind of knew what it was like. And I met with the coach and talked to him. They just got a brand new, really nice gym there. It's called the Curve Event Center. It's really nice, about a 5,000-seat arena. I really like the school. It's a smaller school, private, with a good education. I really like the coaching staff. I met with the players, and I really got a good feeling coming off the visit. And so I talked about it with my parents, and I wanted to get away from home a little bit, but not so far away. And it's in Nashville, so it would be a good distance away, so I can come home when I want to. So that's the main reason I chose to go to Belmont. And
leaving Coach Smith, I know he's meant a lot to you. Of course, we just interviewed Kellen and Corey, and you also went through Bradley Junior High School on their team. And of course, you're kind of moving away. Tell us a little bit of what it's going to be like not having those 2 to play with like you have been, and then also what it's going to be like leaving Coach Smith. You're kind of splitting up with 3 people that have meant a lot to you.
It's going to be really different leaving Corey and Kellen because they've been my buddies all since we went to Bradley Junior High together, and played all the way, had a great career there. Now high school, we had another great career, and I guess this is kind of the end of it, and it's sad to think about it, but I'm sure we'll keep in touch and be real good friends the rest of our life, and that's what it's for. So, Coach Smith's a great guy. I mean, he's helped me a lot. Probably one of the main reasons I'm going to play at Belmont and continue my career playing college basketball is because what he's done for me and helped me throughout the years, and I thank him a lot for that.
Well, Justin, you've given the area people some great thrills on a fantastic 4-year run here with Bradley Central High School. 2 state Final Fours, 1 state final, and of course you've done some great individual things also, and we appreciate your performance. So, Justin, we thank you for your time today.
Thank you.
So when I heard Hardee's was making their hamburgers out of Angus beef, hell, I just flat out didn't believe it. I mean, I've raised Angus beef for 25 years, and I know how expensive it is. Yeah, I just couldn't figure out how they could afford to put Angus beef in their hamburger. So I went into town to try it out. Boy, you could have knocked me over with a feather. They're serving Angus beef hamburgers.
Thick burgers with 100% Angus beef. It's how the last place you'd go for a burger will become the first.
My name is Bill, and I'm a money coach. You could say I'm in it for the money. Every dollar has potential. Money doesn't want to work hard. I train it to work hard. First Tennessee's Priority Choices Checking has this investment sweep feature that can earn more interest. It's a good deal. We're not all made of money. Well, some of us are.
Welcome back, SportsVision, the magazine. Money Coach.
I love working out that way.
You know,
I actually get on the other end, you know.
do you pull like that?
I pull.
So you know what I do with my money? I coach mine. I coach it to the backyard in a hole.
That's because you have no pull.
Yeah, I got a little bit, and put it in a mayonnaise jar. You know, with
Cleveland Bradley goes, move on. Cleveland Bradley girls got after it. Little rivalry at Bradley.
That's always good rivalry,
it's
Cleveland.
Good rivalry. There was a home run in this ball game too, and we'll see who the victor was.
All right, here we go. We pick it up top of the third. Cleveland at bat. And we have some nice defense here. Defense against defense, as you can see there. Rachel McKay with a nice play. We move to the top of the 4th inning. Heather Fields, the lefty, single to center field to start the rally. Next batter, Morgan.
Out, right?
Now, there's a little confusion, but she gets there, but the out is still made at second base. But Morgan's on first. All right, Lindsay Pickett would pick up the bat, throw it down, and then follow with a crushing blow to straightaway center field. It will plate the first run of the game. Heather Moore and Pickett slide safely into tight base, tight avenue and cutting tight.
Can't like Bugs Bunny, tight base, Bugs Bunny, center base, Bugs Bunny, first base.
I should have made a righted Albuquerque. All right, Kelsey MacArthur. Watch with ground a single up the middle. Pickett scores.
MacArthur's Park. Go ahead.
You know, the ride went out in the rain. My cake fell. Oh, they scored 2-0. Lady Raiders. It was 2-0 after 3.5. We move to the top of the 5th. Brandy Beard beats out an infield single. Nice hustle. Looking good. And then Lori Hampton. And you ought to stay one of her ends. Great. She singles to make it first and second now. Runners at first and second. That's what that means. Fields would single home Beard 3-0 after 4.5. The Cleveland Lady Raiders.
Terry Fields leads a mean back.
Yeah, and hits it out in the field. All right.
This is 3-0.
Through the fence, bottom of the 5th, Laura McKay.
Look at this.
Drills a home run.
It could be.
It might be. Go.
That's a home run for McKay.
Free out to
Around the bases.
That's the lead in half. It's a good play.
Go ahead.
I'll tell you what, a little bit more. Amy Pendergrass is hit by a pitch to take first base. And Amber Baker would hit the ball in the hole. And Pendergrass would be safe at second. Now, here's my girlfriend. Lyric Visage. Hits.
See if it's fair or foul.
What looks like a double off the left fielder's glove, but it's ruled a foul. Let's look at it again. Come on. Come on.
To get a hit, that's all.
Tough call.
Girl.
Inning would end there. All right. Score is
Top of the net.
3-1. Cleveland top of the 6th. Pickett singles up the middle. And she is single, by the way. Fields with another RBI as she flies a fly ball over left fielder's head. First and second now. You see 4-1 after 5.5. Bottom of the 6th. Bennett singles. Legs out an infield hit. And Kanisa Webb. All right. Come on, Kanisa.
How about that fake
Takes a bunt, strikes, hits a line, left field for a double. Bennett scores. Lead cut 4-2 after 6. All right, there we go. 4-2 after 6. Top of the 7th now. Morgan hit by a pitch, using her head. Leads off the inning, hit by the pitch, and there she goes. She is gunned down, though, by McKay. What a bullet pickoff right there. Hampton follows with a walk. Fields would single. We have runners now at first and second for the Lady Raiders. Pickett now would smash a drive to left field for a double, easily scoring Hampton and Fields. Cleveland up 6-2, and that's how the ball game would end. The Lady Raiders go on with a big victory over the Bradley Bearettes.
Last night at the Bear Field, Bob McKenzie Field. Bob McKenzie's got the Bradley one, and Brendan McKenzie has Cleveland.
Isn't that funny?
The McKenzies. Boy, they do a lot for the community. A lot for the community.
Yeah, they do.
They do. Hey, speaking of something for the community recognized, their school board recognized Mr. Taylor and the school board. They had the Bradley wrestling team in that were the state champions, of course, this year, gave them recognition, and they used to call them in front of the board. They put them on the agenda, and it's pretty special because, you know, a lot of times these kids don't get deserved enough attention, especially in a sport like wrestling. It doesn't quite get the basketball, football.
But he recognized
But he recognized
I mean,
them.
he's been around them not very often, and he knows, just recognized
That's right. Coach Loxton,
I recognize you.
Took them there to the board meeting, and
recognize you.
they recognized them, and we're going to see if you do.
So Steve, with that, I'm going to let you introduce these guys and tell us what they've done, and we want to congratulate them.
Okay, well, some of the guys are here tonight. They had other obligations in sports and things they couldn't get off. But this is what I have here. This is my crew right here. This is Sean Cordell. Sean Cordell is a 4-time state finalist, a 3-time state champion. This is Brian Blattman. Brian's a 2-time state finalist and a Tennessee state champion this year. This is, I was going to call you Josh Ensminger. I don't know why. This is Ryan Ensminger. His brother wrestled for me. He was Josh. Ryan Ensminger wrestles for us. Won a starting spot halfway through the year. Done a great job for us. He is back next year. One of my few underclassmen on the team this year. This is Blake. I almost say Irwin. Blake Tinsley. Blake Tinsley was a state runner-up last year, state 3rd place this year. This weekend he accompanied me and 4 of the guys to Cleveland, Ohio for the Senior National Wrestling Tournament, which is the best seniors in the nation. You have to be a state champion or state runner-up ever in your career to go to that tournament, and it's just huge. And Blake finished 3rd in the tournament. He became our 4th All-American ever at Bradley High School, which was a great honor. This is Tanner Johnson. He's a freshman, one of our 2 freshman starters this year. Yeah, 3 that's right. One of them's not here tonight. Mr. Spain couldn't be here. He's back next year, of course, again. What are you saying? Travis Cragen is only a freshman this year. He finished 3rd in the state as a freshman, which is a tough feat to do. When I was a freshman, it's awesome. I remember back when I was a freshman looking at these guys in high school, and I was scared of them. He goes out there and just wrestles, and he's not scared of anybody. Josh Cooper was a state 5th place winner twice as a junior and a senior. Been a big part of our program. And on the end is Matt Bailey. Matt Bailey was a state champion this year after he decided to stay with us and came back and did a great job and won a state championship, which was his goal all year long. So this is what we have here, and I'm real proud of these guys.
And before you do that, you know, when I talk, these guys have said they aspire to excellence, and they've got tremendous work ethic and have sacrificed. And I've said this before, we've recognized these wrestlers before, but when I come to work in the summer, if I come in early, they're out on the trail running by 7 o'clock on summer mornings when other kids are laying in bed or laying at the pool. You know, they've paid a price, and they've set goals and they've achieved them. But I'm going to tell you another thing I'm proud about the program. I went up to Bradley the other day before I was going to speak to Kiwanis and saw the banners hanging in front. And 24 kids, I think that's right, 24 kids in this program this year, the wrestling program, so that counts all the JVs, all the kids, have a 3.0 or higher. So they're not just good wrestlers, they're good students. These guys are going to be leaders tomorrow. So guys, we're really, really proud of what you've done, both in the classroom and on the wrestling mat. As everyone knows, I think this was Steve's last year. He's going to, of course, stay with us as a teacher. He's going back to graduate school. Steve, you know, what I appreciate most is not the state championships, but it's the difference you've made in the lives of kids, because I know that's where your heart is. And so I want to thank you. Thank you.
And they deserve that. What a nice gesture by the school board.
Great
and Coach
team.
Logston, he does really care about the kids, what's making them special. And we've got a banquet tonight. This is Thursday night, and we're going to have some more stuff on it. Got a music video coming up from the video we made for the actual wrestling tape.
Right.
And the thing I admire Coach Logston for, he made sure he knew 2 years ago he was going to do this. Left in the capable hands of Chad Laxton. We don't want to overlook Chad because a lot of times Coach Logston is getting the media right now, but Chad is going to do very well, and we look forward to the Laxton era.
It's going to be great.
Got a commercial break. We'll be right back.
Checking the cash, checking the cash. You got a cash emergency, you got a money mayday. We pass your personal check and then we hold it till your payday. Checking the cash. You want to get your money in a hurry, in a flash. You want it from a friendly place that's got a lot of class. Checking the cash, checking the cash. When you get a money mayday, checking the cash.
So again, I ask you,
into cash.
who do you think bin Laden would like to be the next president anyway?
Let me ask you a question. Have you ever seen Mark and bin Laden in the same room together?
Oh, man, I think I did. I think I did. I've heard rumors about it.
Have you?
No, I'm just kidding. We're just kidding, Mark. We're just kidding. We've had some great political discussions today.
Producer.
But, you know, I find all this funny. Anyway, who's going to blame who? I mean, you can't blame Clinton. They said Clinton's the one that destroyed the communication between the FBI and CIA. And that. No, you can't really. I mean, if somebody wants to get you, they're going to get you. The problem is everybody's trying to find
I say
a blame
blame Clinton for anything you can.
No, I say that they haven't been able to stop the fighting in the Israel and Egypt for years and years and years.
Nobody will ever stop
It's a religious thing. These guys are religious idiots. They want to do it. They're crazy. They're going to do it. They're going to do it. We just got to be ready for it.
Guy straps a bomb to his back and walks into a building. There's not much you can do about it.
And if I walk up behind Mike Tyson, I could probably knock his butt out, too, if he ain't looking for it, But that doesn't mean that,
I don't know about that, though,
Mike. Yeah. Anyway. But I do ask you again, who do you think bin Laden would like to see in the White House?
All right. Who do you think Saddam Hussein would have liked to see in the White House?
Vote the other way. That's all I got to say.
And when you see John Kerry, look at him and ask yourself, why the long face?
Let's get back to. He looks like Andrew Jackson used to look back in the. Anyway, let's get on to the what we got next. We've got the Bradley Wrestling Banquets tonight. We did a lot of work, put together a music video that kind of summarizes the great season. And this is their music. Now, you got to remember these kids, 18, 19, 20, they like this stuff. It's great music. It's kind of headbanging stuff. But we're going to show it to you anyway on the way out of here. And then we're going to end the show. So we'll see you later and enjoy this. This is pretty cool. It's about the Bradley Wrestling season.
Dance if you want to.
And, yeah, get up and bang your head against the wall and stuff. And we'll see you next week on SportsVision. Thank you for writing in, guys. Casey Rocket
Have a
Boy,
good one.
Emily, you got something coming.
Got a shirt and a dinner.
Can you feel that?
Your servant I am. Will you give it to me? It seems what's left of my human side is slowly changing in me. Will you give it to me? Looking at my own reflection, when suddenly it changes, violently it changes. Oh no, there is no turning back now. Woken up the demon in me. Get up, come on, get down with the sickness. Get up, come on, get down with the sickness. Get up, come on, get down with the sickness. Open up your hate and let everyone to me. Get up, come on, get down with the sickness. You mother, get up, come on, get down with the sickness. Get up, come on, get down with the sickness. And this is the gift that has been given to me. inside you. The sickness is rising. Don't try to deny what you feel. Will you give it to me? It seems that all that was good has died and is decaying in me. Will you give it to me? It seems you're having some trouble in dealing with these changes, living with these changes. Oh no, the world is a scary place now that you've woken up the demon. Yeah, man. You know, come on, get down with the sickness. You know, come on, get down with the sickness. You know, come on, get down with the sickness. Open up your feet and let it run to me. You know, come on, get down with the sickness. You mother, get up, come on, get down with the sickness. Get up, come on, get down with the sickness. And this is the gift that has been given to me. Yeah, when I dream. Yeah, when I dream. When I dream, and when I dream, you love me, don't do it again, don't do it again. I'll be a good boy, I'll be a good boy, I promise. No, mommy, don't hit me. I never hit me like that, mommy. Don't do it, you're hurting me. Oh, get up, come on, get down with the sickness. Get up, come on, get down with the sickness. Get up, come on, get down with the sickness. Open up your feet and then it open to me. Get up, come on, get down with the sickness. You must not get up, come on, get down with the sickness. You up, come on, get down with the sickness. And this has now come up on me.
So when I heard Hardee's was making their hamburgers out of Angus beef, hell, I just flat out didn't believe it. I mean, I've raised Angus beef for 25 years, and I know how expensive it is. Yeah, I just couldn't figure out how they could afford to put Angus beef in their hamburger. So I went into town to try it out. Boy, you could have knocked me over with a feather. They're serving Angus beef hamburgers.
Thick burgers with 100% Angus beef. It's how the last place you'd go for a burger will become the first.
My name is Bill, and I'm a money coach. You could say I'm in it for the money. Every dollar has potential. Money doesn't want to work hard. I train it to work hard. First Tennessee's Priority Choices Checking has this investment sweep feature that can earn more interest. It's a good deal. We're not all made of money. Well, some of us are.